So this is how to do basic data cleaning using Power Query. So welcome today for basic data cleaning for beginners. So what you just have to do, this data was downloaded from ChatGPT for a demo work. So what I just did was copied the information from ChatGPT after I might have requested for this information. Then I copied it and pasted on Excel. So here now, if you check very well, column A is highlighted automatically, meaning that the entire information here is actually pasted on column A alone. You understand? So because of that, you must definitely make sure that the column in which this data set or data is pasted is highlighted. So what you just have to do after highlighting the column, there's two ways to send this particular information to Power Query. One is by pressing Ctrl T to put this particular information in a tabular form. What is the essence of that? The need for putting this data in a tabular form is on the fact that you want this particular system or Excel to treat this information as one. So it will treat it as a related data instead of as a range. Instead of as a range. So to paste this, you just what you need to do is Ctrl V to paste. After you might have copied from ChatGPT, you press Ctrl V to paste it. So what I will do, then to get the tabulated the table, press Ctrl T, that is creating a table. So you will bring out a dialog box that will ask you if your table has header. If yes, you check it, but if no, you uncheck it. So if you check very well, our table has header here, country, date, shoe type, shoe sold, and all that. So I will check this and press OK. This is automatically in the table now. I'll place this particular information on the table. So what I will do is I'll go to Data tab and click from table. So the reason why I place this in on a table is because I wanted to treat it as one, as a related data set, so that it will not be treated as a range differently. So I wanted to treat it as one. That's why I tabulated it. So I'll go to Data tab, then I'll come to Data tab, then I'll come to from table. So after Ctrl T, what you just need to press is OK. After Ctrl T, OK. Check the part that asks you if your table has header. If yes, check it. If no, uncheck it before pressing OK. So what I will do, I'll go to Data tab and press and click from table range. But make sure that particular table is highlighted. So automatically, it will lead me to Power Query. So from here now, we do the basic cleaning. Mind you, whenever you are given a data set to work on, please don't work on the original data. It is always advisable for you to have a backup of that data set before working on it. How do I mean? Have a duplicate of that data set kept aside, then work on the copied one. Why did I say this? The reason is that in case if there's some error or if there's a loss in that particular data, if you happen to lose the data, you can easily go to get it from your backup. So always have a duplicate of this data before working on. Don't always work on the original data directly. So once you are given, a client gives you data, what you just need to do is to, once a client gives you data, what you just have to do is to gain a backup, that is duplicating the data into files, work on the first, work on a particular one, then leave the other one aside. How to get to Power Query is just go into Data tab. After you might have tabulated your whole data, clicking from table, it will definitely bring you to this Power Query. So if you check now, we've gotten this to Power Query. So like I was trying to explain, every information here or this top is what we call ribbon or menu bar, where you can find virtually every menu. Home is like a home page in Excel workbook or worksheet. Transform helps you to transform data in a particular column without giving you a new column. Add column helps you to transform or work on data in a new column. For instance, we are working on data column 1 and you are using add column. It will automatically produce the result in a different column or in a new column. But in transform here, it will work on those data based on that particular column. It will not produce a new column, but in this add column, it will produce a new column. Then view, what is the work of view? View helps you to set the outlook of this your Power Query, how you want it to look like. Maybe you want to add the column quality and all that. You want to add many things to make the viewing look more attractive and interesting. You can do that. So by the side here is what we call the query setting. By the side is called the query setting. So every step taken in this particular Power Query is applied here. So there's nothing like Control Z, undo, and redo here. So whichever step you take here, and maybe you really want to cancel it, you come back to that particular step and cancel it by clicking that sign here, X, depending on the step, by clicking on the step here. So here shows you the number of data sets or queries in this particular Power Query. Then in this place, I'll normally call this place a background actually, or a canvas that shows you the data you are working on. So before we continue on the basic data cleaning, there's something I will need to explain called dictionary. A dictionary is simply a definition of abbreviations, that is a definition of terms that is unknown to you. Maybe if a client gives you data and there are some abbreviations that you don't understand, the person is expected to define them for you. That is what we call dictionary. So just stay tuned. In our next class, or in our next part, we'll be talking about the basic data cleaning. Thank you and stay soon.